Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Sector 1FG. I am One Forsaken Gaming, and today we are doing some Rogue Dawn on the Nintendo, the NES, the original NES. So this is this is actually the game I own a world record for the 100% speed run. We are going to be doing 100% speed runs today. I'm going to do 2 of them. See how rusty I am at this thing. I haven't touched this game in about 3 months, so ever since I did that world record run. So, but we're gonna shake off the rust a little bit and see how well if I can remember where everything is and all that goodness. But anyway, so that's what's in store for today. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. So this is probably my favorite NES ROM hack for Metroid. It is an absolute amazing game. If you've never seen it before, you're in for a treat. It is definitely like a kind of a more of a scavenger hunt type of thing. It is definitely challenging for your first few time playthroughs. Once you get used to the game, obviously, once you play it for a couple of times, you'll get used to everything. But overall, I think this is probably one of the best ROM hacks I think I've ever played for a Metroid game altogether, and that's including Super Metroid. And I've played some Super Metroid ROM hacks too. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going here and just start our way down. Hope everyone has had a good start to the day. I said I'm just waking up. I'm starting a few minutes early today because I actually have to get out of here. I actually have to get out of here because I'm heading to a gaming convention today called California Extreme. Good morning, Suddy. Welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. I'm actually going to be meeting up with some buddies today as well over there. I have my Willie Wills from Greenslade Gaming and is actually going to be there. I have my BFF and I have another friend of mine that are going to be joining in on the festivities today. So I'm going to get moving on that. Oops. Gotta go shopping shortly, popping in. Alright, all good. Happy that you can stop in for a little bit. Get out of there. One thing when you're learning how to do speed runs for this game is that your missiles are your best friend. Ah. There was actually someone last weekend, I'm hoping he shows up today to come check this game out a little bit more, but he was actually playing this game for the first time and I told him to come hang out. Hopefully he shows up. I'm always constantly on the watch for people whenever they tag Metroid that they're actually playing this game. I'll probably, if I see that you're playing this game, definitely hit me up because I love this game so much and I love watching people play it. But I will admit, I'm not going to be a backseat gamer, so to speak. I will let you play the game on your own unless you want my advice. Or to tell you what's going on. I will not tell you what to do. Or where you need to go. Unless you specifically ask me to. Try to be fair, sometimes. But there are sometimes when I feel like ugh, it's just irking me. I want to jump in on this, let you know what to do. It's just interesting being always being a world record holder, and things just kind of put you in that mood, like you always constantly just want to be able to, you want to help out. But this game is just absolutely, it was just a masterpiece for a ROM hack. I can't stress that enough. I love this game so much. What's up, Big Baker's in the house? How you doing, man? Happy Saturday. We got 500 biddies. We'll get those biddies going once I get up an elevator. So these are speed runs, so I kind of have to do my due diligence of. Oops. We'll get you the Tron, the infamous Tron spit screen here in just a bit. I don't want to lose too much of the. Too much of the speed run. Appreciate the biddies. Too bad, all things considered, that I haven't played this game in like 3 months. Things just like, we're just like back in my hand, you know, type of thing. It's like, eh. Get these infamous wall jump boots. I was up too late burning games, huh? The B section, oh dear lord. Great to see Metroid again. Yeah, I've been on too much of a hiatus for this, haven't I? Especially this one. Especially this game. I said I could do this almost every week and never get tired of it. I mean, you guys on the other hand might get tired of it. Me. Let's do another speed run. People are like, "Oh, not again." Like, not this game again. Actually, it's funny because over at I've actually some of the pages that I do follow. Dang it, I missed. Some of the pages that I do follow that do like speed runs and stuff like that, they only play like a few games, and I'll still follow them, you know, type of thing, and it's just, it's quite interesting. It's like that, but that's all they do, though, is they only do those few games, and that's all they ever play, and I'm just kind of like, okay. Like, there's one page that I think all he does is pretty much he does Tetris a lot. And just the OG Tetris, and he plays, like, the NES version, I think is what it is. And that's all he ever does, is just Tetris, like, whoops. And it's just like, oh, okay, well, hey, if that's what you love, man, I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for it if you want to, if that's what you like to do. I mean, it's the same thing for me. It's like, I like playing Metroid, so here we are. Not necessarily speed runs, mind you, but the other page that I raid on occasion, which is Jamie Loves Games, he does Metroid 2 speed runs 100% with no, you know, glitches and stuff like that. So, you know, it is kind of cool to see those kind of things pop up. To see like speedrunners and stuff. But a lot of the speedrunners that I talk to and stuff like that, they know Rogue Dawn too. They've heard of Rogue Dawn. They've heard that this game came out the January of 2017, and to this date, it's still probably one of the best. As I said, it's still one of the best ROM hacks ever for Nestroid, at least for Nestroid. I don't know necessarily if you enjoy it, if it's like mess this one up. Alright, let's go. Get this other missile tank. Whee! But I'm not going for world record attempts, anything like that. I'm not going to do that today. That's not the idea. I'm just doing some casual speed runs. I meant to roll in my morph ball right there, but yeah, we made the successful jump without getting nailed. Over here for a couple more missile tanks, and we'll head down to the next area. Oops. Just wasting missiles. Alright. The one point, and actually, I will say, as I said, shaking off the rust. I technically am, but I did do one playthrough the other day just to make sure that I, you know, to shake off the rust, but so to speak. But and it's the first time I was actually able to get that energy tank after. I'll let you know which one it is. But where you have to basically go up the power beams that hurt you, how you have to wall jump off them and I was able to do that for the first time. So it is possible to do, and I think if I was gonna do if I were to actually do speed runs again, to try to go for world record attempts, I'd have to learn how to do that a lot more consistently, because that does shave off about 10-15 seconds off the time. And when I did my world record run, it wasn't, I actually was not able to do that part, so I probably could have knocked off, as I said, a few more seconds off my time, and it would have been great. But hey, we've done sub 50 on this game with 100%, so I'm pretty darn happy about that. Alright, let's see if we can get all down here in one piece. Go down below, get our high jump boots. And the one thing I will say is, like, even if you're just doing speed runs and stuff like that, but to do the jumping, the wall jumping into the morph ball, it makes a huge difference when you have this high jump boots versus just the regular jump, because it makes it easier to jump up. So to actually come down here makes a huge difference. Because there's 5% of your items are down. Well, 5 items are down here. There's one of them, but we're gonna come back for that later. Come on, plant the bomb. This is all underwater, so it does. So you have to. It's a little bit sluggish down here. Oops, I was gonna say, I think I missed this jump. I missed it twice, so that's not good. One of the things I will say, when you guys, the last few weeks I've done, when I was doing some Sega games and everything, the last like few months all I've been doing is Sega. When I originally did a lot of stuff from the Saturn, but last couple weeks I was doing stuff for the Sega CD, a little bit for the Sega CD and the 32X. I recently got my hands on, sadly it's a reproduction because of the game, because the game is only available in Europe for the 32X, but I was able to get an actual physical copy of the game. As I said, it's a reproduction, but nonetheless, it's called Dark Side. So it was one of the... Shoot, really? It was one of the final games that they ever made for the 32X, but again, it was only available in Europe, and I've been trying to find an actual copy, because, I mean, the thing is I can't play it on my console because I'm a US version, but I wanted to see if I could find an actual physical copy of the game just so I could actually have it. Because I actually have it. The game is actually on my RetroPie, and I've played it, and it is kind of it's kind of like a modern day whatchamacallit. It's like a Asteroids type of thing, but it plays like Star Fox, if that makes any sense. I will probably stream it someday, but it is hard because you have a time limit before like you're gonna run, but you have to like destroy all the asteroids like within the time limit, and they don't give you enough time for it. I've tried several times. I can't even get past the first level. It's like when you shoot them, they break apart, just like in asteroids. They break apart, you know, type of thing, and it sucks. And then they break apart into little tiny pieces, and then you have to go and find those little pieces. I'll sit here for a minute. There's that one. So we still got it on the way out. We're gonna get that other missile tank. But we're doing pretty well here. Give me some missile ammunition, please. And that's the reason why, like for example, for speedrun purposes, that's why I leave this one right here, because it's just easier once you get the high jump boots to just basically jump down there with your morph ball and just go ahead and use your spring ball and just get up there, versus having to try to do it with just your regular jump. It's extremely hard to do it under the water. Just saying. So to me, I think I'd rather save the time, because actually I don't even know if it's possible to do it. So, because I don't even know if it is possible. I mean, it probably is, but to be able to wall jump into the morph ball up there, but not for me. And it's just otherwise you have to go the whole way around. All the way around in order to get that. Just to get that missile tank, and for me personally, it's like, no. So. But I always pretty much have my missiles armed at almost the entire time of this game. I mean, you get 10 off the bat, so it's like it's not like it's you're never short missiles. Well, I mean, technically 10's not a whole lot, but when you get ammunition, it's 5, so versus 2. See here. Get this lovely little missile tank. See, and that's the other reason why I wait, like, for example, why I wait till now to get this one, because I have everything. I have the spring ball with the high jump boots. So it allows me to just strictly just jump straight up there. Oops. Fired a little too late right there. Or early, I should say. One thing to note, though, I do have a physical copy for this on the Sega Dreamcast. And it does have the, like, the colors and everything are a lot brighter in it. The textures are a lot smoother. They're not so pixely. And this one can be a royal pain, too, to get. I missed the jump. No! This one didn't go very well. So yeah, the idea is try to get up there with not having so much problems. But then again, this is a casual run, so I don't really care. So we're all good. Alright. But you do try to conserve your missiles when you can. Especially when you're just shooting walls, you know, breakable walls and everything, bomb them, everything else. Put that rogue Dawn on the elevator there. Alright, let's go down here. Gotta take a quick visit to the Mushroom Kingdom. As I said, this game had a little bit of fun facts in it too. Yeah, there they are. There's Dawn. I just think it's weird that they chose the name Dawn Aaron as the name for the protagonist in this, because she's not related to Samus. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. Whee! I just think that some people would think that this is probably the coolest part of the game. As for a little energy tank. Now there are just like Metroid 1, this game has seven energy tanks, and then if you want to complete the actual 100%, love that section, yeah. Get the full 100%, you have to get all 7. So there's two places to get the wave beam, but you only need to get it once. This would be equivalent to this down here would be equivalent to Ridley's Lair. Yeah, we're here already. Keep dropping all this energy. It's like I want missiles. Like, give me missiles. I mean, that's the only thing about this area is like when you take a hit, you take a hit. Like if it's an enemy. because it's Ridley's layer, so everything takes away, like if it's an enemy that touches you, it takes away like 24 or something. Don't do this. I'm a professional. Looks like a Mega Man stage. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? The music kind of reminds me a little bit of a Mega Man level, too. What's up, Albert? I didn't realize that was you there. How you doing, Albert? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I was like just glancing down at comments. I'm not seeing who's actually doing the comments. Ah! But the one thing is, like, they don't... The one thing about this, though, is you can't be afraid to take a little bit of damage. Just don't make it too extensive, otherwise you're not going to be able to get what you want. Just waking up. Yeah, it's imagine, I'm on the west coast so of the US, so it's only 5 o'clock in the morning here. This is when I generally go. Ah! Dang it, I screwed that one up. Thank you. Thank you for that. I didn't even get to see what the comment was, but I knew exactly what it was as soon as I kind of glanced at it. Thank you, my mod. I've been getting a lot of those lately. Actually, it's not even on this platform. It's been on Facebook of all things. They're like, oh, we want to advertise. We want to pay you to advertise on our advertise us on your page and blah 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 blah. It's like, I'm just like, yeah, no. Not to take Tara to work. It's all good. Tara. I can never pronounce her name right. But yeah, it's like I've been getting a few of those recently, and it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, thanks for the scam offer, but no. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm not falling for that crap. Right back. Oh, good, sir. We're just finishing up here in this area. So I'll do all the celebration screens after this run is over. I think I just got the one for now for the biddies. All right. But yeah, it's I just been getting a lot of that stuff lately, and it's kind of just annoying. It's like and the sad thing is I have to respond to them because otherwise I get dinged. Like, you're not responsive to your messages and stuff, so it's like I just respond to them, no thanks. And I actually had one that was trying to be very persistent, so I ended up having to ban them. It's like, obviously you can't listen to what I'm telling you. I love the broken English here. All your Metroid are belong to us. Should have just left out the R and just said belong to us. Alright, let's see here. Let's get up here and get this little missile tank. We'll head down to my favorite part of the game, which is actually would be equivalent to the Kraid's lair. Now this is the jump that I was talking about a little bit ago, about how you have to go up the energy bars to get this energy tank, and I'm going to see if I can actually pull it off here again. Good, they gave me some actual missile ammunition for once. Oops. This is where it's at. Now all of a sudden they're giving me all missile ammunition. Hey, I'll take it. It's right here. Ah! See, that's the problem, because it's like, see, you're trying to jump, you're taking damage off this, and then you're trying to actually not die. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it today. But that's the jump right there. That's probably the hardest jump in the game. To try to get that, to get here to get this energy tank, because the little pillars, they take away 20 units of health every time it hits you, and you do take a lot of damage from it. And it just allows you to avoid getting the, having to go all the way around to get it, to get the this energy tank. But the good thing is, it is an energy tank, so you can actually restock your health right there. But the problem is, yes, it is a total pain to get up there. Little stinker. But anyway, that jump right there is the only thing that I need to work on. And I was thinking of putting a save state like right here, just so I can practice it. Metroid art. So I can just walk over there and just get it. Here, master it, no worries. Yeah, it's the hardest jump in the game. Alright, whoops, I'm going the wrong way. I want to go up here, avoid some of the extra nonsense. But yeah, it's like this whole area is just awesome, especially when you get to the rainforest area. That lovely slowdown. Hey, let's go. I actually had a I actually have the the extra controller, the Max that Baker gave to me. This is another tough jump right here. You have to time this sucker oh so perfectly. Ah! I almost had it. Dang it. There it is. That's another tough one right there. And it's just to get this energy tank early, versus having to go all the way down and then come back up for it. Ouch. Ah, come on. Knock it off. Jeez, let me through. Is that in terms of speed running? Yes, but... there's some really tough jumps that you have to make. But the one thing I was kind of describing this to somebody was there are a lot of nooks and crannies in this game, a lot that you have to kind of just go through. You have to find them in order if you want to do. I mean, if you're just doing casual runs, obviously don't worry about it. But in terms of if you want to get to places faster and everything, it definitely makes a huge difference. I'm actually going to get that. And this is another jump that's a pain. Ah, I totally did not time that right. I'm hitting my head. There it is. That one right there is... You really have to do the wall jump, like, perfectly right there. Then just jump right up into your morph ball. Anyway. I mean, obviously I'm not really worried about health all that much here because I've got six energy tanks. Whatever, I'm just gonna pass them up. The one thing else I just thought about right now is if you guys enjoy competitions, I am going to be participating in the Retro Gaming League, which we are they are moving into their 7th season. It's going to be starting in late September. Yours truly, will be competing. We're doing a lot of retro stuff this season. We're starting off with really we have a couple of the teaser games that have been announced are like Mario 64. I'm not going to waste any more missiles. GoldenEye, Kid Chameleon, and Crash Bandicoot 2. We'll be doing all those games this season. Those are just 4 of the games that we're doing this season. Yeah, I'm going. And then on top of that, we'll be doing a handful more where it's the big reveal with the rules are going to be happening tomorrow around noon Pacific time. It's like right here you would have to go all the way up to get that energy tank that I got earlier just a little bit ago. It's gonna be a great love watching. It's gonna be a lot of fun this season. I think it's probably gonna be the best season yet. We worked out some of the kinks finally, and I mean, there's obviously going to be some games people are going to cringe at. I know I've already done that a couple times. And I can't say what they are yet because the reveal hasn't happened. But yeah, there's some games on there that are definitely, well, of the ones that have been revealed so far, I'm just not very happy with GoldenEye, for example. I'm not a very good first-person shooter game player. So I've never played GoldenEye. I do have a physical copy of it, but I am not very keen on actually playing it unless it were to play it as a multiplayer, as it was mostly meant to be. I was playing GoldenEye on Xbox. Was no joke. Yeah, it's a fun game. I mean, supposedly it's a really fun game, but first-person shooters are just not my thing. So, oh well. Haha. Ah. I mean, I was watching Outcast Gaming give it a little bit of a trial last night, and he was having all he was complaining about the controls. I said for me, when we did since we're doing Mario 64 also, oh man, I really do not like the cameras in. I do not like the camera in that game at all. Can't stress that enough. I do not like that game with the camera angles. Otherwise, I probably would be able to play it a little bit better, but for me, the camera just is what does it for me, and it does not make the game enjoyable. Yeah. It didn't age well. Mario 64, no. I don't think it did either. I mean, the next one they came out with was Mario Sunshine, which they kind of fixed the camera a little bit, and actually was a lot more playable and enjoyable than Mario 64, but personally, I just, was not a fan. Shoot, I did that all wrong. On the Xbox were solid. I think when I play it in the I play it off the RetroPie, but I'm gonna see if I can go find a physical copy of it. I like to have some missiles back. Health I'm not really concerned about. I got plenty of that. Here's the boss. Yeah, I just don't really care for the actual. Yeah, I'm not, I said, I mean, we haven't decided the roles yet for it, but either. So it's kind of like, yeah. This is my favorite part right here. I love these 8-bit waterfalls. They're so pretty. Alright, let's get out of here. I should only have a few more items to get here. We're done with this area. We're heading off to the dead zone, where we get the Shy Guy area, and... what are you doing, Dawn? Jump. But but the one game one of the games that I really was happy that we decided to put on there was Kid Chameleon. I absolutely love that game. It's a love-hate relationship, but I absolutely love, overall I love the game very much. I'm happy that we're adding it to the league this season. This is an absolute classic. And it's tough. I was actually playing it this week, and I forgot how some of I had to remember what some of these levels, what you had to do to get to the end to get the flag or finish the level. I was like, oh god, this is crazy. But yeah, it's just I can't wait to be playing it. I'm right now, because I am a judge for the season, so I already know what the actual entire list of the games are. But I'm not gonna. I'm itching not to say anything. I'm really trying not to say anything. I'm really trying not to reveal anything. It's tough because the big reveal is tomorrow, and I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, and that too. Yeah, some of the levels are really quick. They're like less than 20 seconds, but it's just getting to that point sometimes is just. It's just finding these things. Where you have like the you have like the storm stages that will actually they start dropping hailstone, big old hailstones that hurt you. Once the storm starts, it's like, ugh, it's crazy. Finally getting some upgrades here. Get that screw attack. But yeah, I'm super stoked to be able to play, have it actually part of the league. Take plenty of time with hoverboard levels. Yeah. The hoverboard levels are a pain too. There's the wave beam. I said there was one down in Ridley's lair, but I don't need it. It's up here. I get both my beams now. But Kid Chameleon was... I've streamed it a couple of times, but I did it on Nintendo Switch. So I could rewind on some of the levels that I had to redo. This one's not... it's not going to be as forgiving, obviously. Because I can't do that. And there's the ice beam. Like I said, that's one of the things I did like about this game, though, is to find everything in it. It's like each boss only gives you 50 missiles instead of 75 like the original, so there's more missile tanks that you have to search for. It makes it a little bit more challenging. And for those of you who are not familiar with the game too, is that this is actually SR388. Those are familiar with the actual the Metroid timeline and story and everything. This actually takes place on SR388. The Federation came down to exploit, try to find out what these Metroids are and stuff like that. And Ridley, who trained Dawn here since a little girl, basically is the protagonist here, and she's like his rogue agent, so to speak. I completely missed him. What's up, Cribzilla? Thank you so much. I want Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, that's gonna come along. They just released more stuff that there's gonna be kind of like really large rooms in the game. They're not, but it's not gonna be open world, so to speak. If that makes sense. But it is in the works though. They definitely have revealed a little bit more information for it, so it is coming. I'm wondering if it's going to be what they're thinking of doing is saving it until their actual like the new Switch console or Nintendo console that's going to supposedly be in the works as well. They think they said sometime 2024 that Nintendo's next console is going to come out. So, but we'll get to be seen, of course. Okay, well, we have 255 missiles, so we're good. We got everything. That's the thing that I hate about this game, is like when you get to this point, It's like if you don't have the two, when you get to that, when you defeat the Shy Guy boss, it's basically a it regenerates everything, but I really missed out a bunch of missiles there. Come on, die already. How much more are you gonna take, bro? Jeez. I went way too many missiles there. Hopefully the next console can boost performance the old Switch titles. Yeah, I hope so too. But that's the big speculation right now, is that they're going to... That's what's gonna happen. I said I wouldn't be surprised if they hold off on Prime 4 to be for the next console. Would that be like a launch title, so to speak? I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Look what they did with Like, darn it, stop giving me health. I don't want health. Metroids. Alright, cool, they gave me some ammunition for once. Let's see if I can get this. I mean, they're gonna have the standard, you know, titles that you would have on any Nintendo console. They're probably going to make more Pokemon games. They're probably going to make more... They're probably going to make more stuff. You know, they're going to have Metroid. Probably Metroid 6, maybe. They're going to have a whole bunch of titles that they're going to have to do. Ah! Hate this part right here. There we go, we made it. Guys can just freeze right there. Great. Oh, come on, I was in my... I think that was one of the fastest times I've ever done this boss. I think that's the fastest time I've ever done this boss. And I'm not even going for speed runs. I mean, I think I'm going for speed runs, but I'm not. I'm just not going for world records. That's all. Yeah, guys, I'll get to the comments here in just a second. We're almost done with this. Hello, guys. See you later. See, now the one thing is that this is the one thing to remember though too about this part is that you're not. This part is not even. You're not escaping a time bomb or anything. You're escaping the Federation because you're running off with the Metroid larva, so that you can bring it to Ridley. I mean, look at this escape, though. You have all these little Metroids just following you around. This part can be a total pain. Alright, we're almost out of here. There we go. Alright, hopefully the next episode boosts performance. Yeah. A bunch of remakes of Twilight Princess, and I don't know why they would do that though. Unless they're gonna redo them, like unless they're gonna I don't know, just re-release them. That'd be about it though. Extremely smooth. They should just add all those old titles versus as VC. The Nintendo Online, Nintendo Game Pass would sell like candy. Yeah, that would be very true. GG's. Alright, well I do have a couple celebration screens here to do. We got some biddies and a sub screen. Let's see, we're going to start off with the biddy screens for the Baked Baker. This one's for you, sir, and then follow up with Cryptzilla's resub. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. So we're not done yet. We're gonna do another attempt of playthrough. We're gonna do one more speed run after this. One of the things I do have here is someone actually put together an actual physical copy. It's actually like in a sealed box and everything. It was on eBay and I couldn't turn it down as soon as I saw it. I was like, this is so awesome. I had to get this thing. This is a sealed copy. This is not. I didn't open it to play the game. I have like 3 or 4 copies of Rogue Dawn. I'm not kidding. This one included, and the game I'm playing. Well, actually, wait. I have one other one. I have 3. I have 3 copies of this game. One that's in the sealed box, and then 2 other ones. Now the one that I do like is this one right here. Like this copy that I have right now, I got from I think it was Singapore, and if you, in the credits part, there's all kinds of like lines and stuff like that that go through it that are like that make it distracting and everything on what if you're actually trying to read any of it. But this version that I have, whatever it is, the cartridge, it doesn't do that in this version. So I like this version very much, or this copy very much. So if I play off an actual copy, then this is the one I'm going to use. Hey, look at that! We're under 52 minutes. Not too bad. There's the full 100%. Alright, so I'm going to reset this. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to start all over. So that actually was a really good run. All things considered. Let's do it again. That was actually a pretty darn good run, all things I said. I wasn't expecting, I was expecting around like 55 minutes, like I did when I was shaking off the rust the other day. But we did it in 52 minutes. End of the shops. Alright, Suddy. Take care, my friend. It's good to see you from across the pond. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I said this will be my final speed run of the day. Because I gotta take off. I'm heading off to the convention today. I want to get there. Get there early enough so I can get some breakfast and then get in line to get my little lanyard and my little wristband, and then so I can get in at 10 o'clock this morning. Plays a lot of arcade and pinball today and tomorrow. And I'm actually going to be doing a stream on Monday too, where I don't know what I'm going to be doing quite yet, but I'm thinking of doing some Castlevania ROM hacks. Perhaps. But we'll see. But the one thing about this game is like one of the key things is definitely that final boss. You have to be able to get that like I just did. You have to be able to get those little things to sit where you can just stand on them and just pound away, just hammer away at the mother brain, or the big Metroid. They're just those little kind of things that just you have to be able to do that. And I said that was one of the best ones I've done. So in like probably ever since I did my official world record run. Oh shoot! I should have went for those. Sometimes it's good to have ammunition. In the early stages of the game, as long as you get like one or two, yeah, there we go. As long as you get like at least one of the missile ammunition, you're fine. Somebody drops one. But I mean, 64 count as a ROM hack. What is it with you and N64 games? First you want us to play, first you kept saying that you want to add Superman 64 to the league. It's like, no. We're not going to torture ourselves in the league this season with that thing, unless, the only way that that's going to happen is if DJ Cliché Darkness does his game swap for Superman 64, which I don't think he's gonna do. Unless he's trying to torture us, but generally you save your game swap for a game that you're very familiar with. But you and your Superman's Castlevania 64, God, those games are terrible. I can't believe you always have to sit there and torture us by saying, no, play this. Here, you become a streamer and then you can play those games. That's all you do. Really bad games. That would be hilarious, actually. That would actually be something. Just do like a week of just streams where you're just doing just horrible games. And it's like, why would I waste my time and money on this? Like, let's torture ourselves today. Like, why not? I've tried playing Castlevania 64. I've tried it. I actually own it, sadly. I'm not a happy person to admit that I actually own that game. It's sitting right here in the corner of my little cubby hole, where all my games are, or my shelves rather, not cubby. So basically, they're telling the solid option. No, I'm not saying it's a solid option. Well, yes, okay. It's a solid option if you want to stream a crap game, yes. Absolutely. But no, I will never stream. I will personally never stream that game. Never. Nor will it be Superman. Superman or Castlevania. I'm never gonna do those two games, either of those two games. I'm not gonna torture myself with either one. I actually wouldn't mind getting rid of my Castlevania 64 cartridge. I was like, oh, this one's not, but I think that they made, what, 2 Castlevania games for N64, and I think the second one was actually okay. The first one was just awful. It was just god-awful. It had potential to be good, but I don't know. I just couldn't pull myself to. I made it to probably about, I want to say about a quarter through the game, and I just couldn't play it anymore. It was too much of a problem. Oopsie. Ah! I didn't jump up high enough to hit the missile. That was my problem. Like, well, that just lost me a few seconds. Ow. Up here. Like, what is that quote or that line in Dumb and Dumber where he's all, so you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah! There's not a chance. That'd be like asking me to play. What was that? What there's a game on the 32X. It's like it's just awful. Well, there's a few games on 32X that are awful, but there's a lot of them. Crappy gaming. Just thinking of page. Let's just torture ourselves. Torture gaming. Torture gamer. I don't know. Just trying to throw some more stuff out there. The tortured gamer. That's awful. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, we could name all sorts of crappy games. Heck, even you would be forced to play like E.T. on the Atari. Just throwing that out there too. I missed it. God, I hate not having the high jump boots sometimes. Oh, you had to come out. You have salads now, sweet. Actually, speaking of which, I had some Chick-fil-A last night. It was a really good. I added some. It was just like the chicken breast sandwich, but it was a. It was a. What was it? I added a Colby Jack cheese to it. It was really tasty. E.T. what a beauty. You would say that, Alex. Actually, if you go and you watch, actually go watch a video for Star Trek Fleet Academy or something like that on the 32X. Oh god, that game is awful. I tried playing it on my RetroPie because it was on there. I was just like, oh, a Star Trek game. It has to be fun, right? No. The controls on it are just like, I mean, I only played it for like 5 minutes and that was enough. I was done with it. I was like, it was like the training exercise, and I was getting blown up. I was like, oh really? I was like, but I'm shooting stuff down and everything, but it was like taking me forever to try to. Yeah, oh, man, it's just awful. I can't. That's one of my. That's on my crap list. For me, anyway. I just couldn't do anything in it. It does take patience, yeah. I think the problem was I was trying to rush everything. I was like, but I mean, it's even just trying to fly the Enterprise or whatever. It just didn't even. Oh, I don't know. It was nah. This wasn't for me. I mean, maybe if I learned how to play it and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe if I actually took the time and actually learned how to play it or something, I don't know. Oh, that was baloney. Really? I hate these. That one right there, that little spot is just such a pain. Hang on a sec, let me get through here. Oh, and that chicken sandwich actually was a breaded chicken sandwich. It was super tasty. Yeah, the NES version was pretty technical for the day. That was the Next Generation, right? They did make the Star Trek Next Generation game. I actually have seen that played. It actually looked like it could be kind of fun. I remember my partner and I bought Star Trek for PlayStation 1, like that was based off the movie, and my god, the controls were so bad. I literally just fell into like the center chamber, just killed myself because I was so disgusted with trying to figure out the controls. It was just awful. Ah, get up. Hang on a second, let me get up here. I'm taking a lot of damage this time. Need to add some chicken breast marinated in whiskey, tomato paste. Well, there you go. Looking towards a new Star Trek game coming out. A few weeks? Huh. Oh, making another one, the Next Generation of Starfleet Academy. Okay. Gotcha. STA. Star Trek Next Generation Utility. Was a great point and click adventure. I said I just couldn't get into that much Star Trek. I don't know. For the games, they just didn't seem like they were right. They were done correctly. I don't know. Just I would like to be able to see like a I don't know what I'd really want for a Star Trek game, to be honest. Can you imagine if they did something like Command and Conquer Red Alert, but with Star Trek? I'm pretty sure they already had something like that, though. For a second there, I thought that was supposed to say Sting. Star Trek Arm. Oh, yeah, okay. Now that you mention that, yeah, that does ring a bell. I do recall that title. There was a Star Wars one too, but it was terrible because it took way too long. And it's like, oh, but you can play it online versus other people, and I'm like, who the hell would want to play this game? It would never end. I missed it. What the heck was the name of the Star Wars one? I can't remember. I have it on I had it on PC. It was like one of the few PC games I actually owned. Oh, it was fun by time. Actually, the one that my buddy likes to play is that, what is the like the mobile game? I think, or no, I think it's on mobile, but it's also on PC. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. That was fantastical. Fusion cubes wiped out this entire Starfleet. Including the Borg. Yeah, I think if I were to play any like race or something, I'd probably do the Borg. I'd probably do the Borg. Or the Klingons. Oops. I'd probably do either one of those two. Voyager Elite Force. And we're actually my partner Liz recently got into he's been binge watching Deep Space Nine, and I'm trying to get into it, but I really just cannot like Cisco. I don't like Cisco, and I don't like Quark. I hate the Ferengis. They're annoying. But whatever. I just can't. Not a huge fan of Deep Space Nine. Cisco was a weak character. And I understand that it's not a Federation, you know, vessel and stuff like that. It's a space station, but it's like, eh. And it's not, it just, the Federation just took it over, so to speak, and I'm just like, I don't know, it's just not the same. I think he's all the way up to season 6 right now. I just can't watch it. Quark and the Ferengi, they just bother me. Whoops. Should have grabbed that missile ammunition. Well. I would make the Klingons change their to the boy band. Yeah, Strange New Worlds. That's why do I feel like dancing and singing? Oh, that was a great episode. Oh, that was hilarious. Quark was the best part of Deep Space. Quark was annoying to me. I really did not like his character at all. I'm not to say he didn't have his like fun, like silly moments and stuff, but I'm just not a really huge fan of the Ferengi, and his character was very annoying. And then you had what's his name was friends with one, Cisco's son. I was just like, Opera from the Klingons. Yeah, you know, now that you mention that, that would have been hilarious if they would have done that. I think that would have been hilarious if they did that. A boy band. Boy band. No, the Klingons should have been opera. That would have been hilarious. Oh man, but that would have been great. It's had they start singing opera, but it was supposed to be a happy occasion, and operas are generally more melancholy and sad. So it's kind of like, yeah, okay. What's up, Sleepy J? Welcome in, sir. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to wake up here, getting going here. So we're gonna finish this run and end the stream because I gotta get going. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do before I take off today, but not missing some Metroid Rogue Dawn today. Getting back to my roots. Like the Ferengi, I got faster. More than Harry, Kim, and the Imagine. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of the Ferengi. I never was. Ah. It's alright, we'll make the energy tank right here. Burning games. Alright, let's just finish this up here. Don't drop energy. Actually, I think that's a good strategy right there, is just jump past it and do a wall jump. It's like, somebody give me some missile ammunition. Jeez. One thing I want to ask you guys, though, is the game volume okay? Because I've been increasing my game volume a little bit lately, and I want to make sure that it actually is you guys can hear it. Because I know some of these NES games are very quiet, so I've been turning them up a little bit more. I want to make sure that you can hear me as well as the game. About to get an energy tank, so I don't really care about taking that much damage. Ah! I went into my morph ball a little too soon. There we go. Eric Cohen says, sound is fine? Okay. Because I've been trying to get... Ooh, you little bugger, stop it. Just wasted about like 15 missiles just trying to destroy that guy. Really? That was a waste of time. As I said, some of these games they come in a little bit quieter, so I'm trying to get a little bit more... give you guys a little bit more sound from the game. Because I've been told, someone told me recently that my game sounds were a little bit soft. I want to make sure you guys can hear it. Because if I play something like Soul Calibur, I have to like totally turn the volume down because the game is very loud. Right on the money, okay. One of the things that I just kind of like, I want to make sure you guys can hear the game too. I don't want to just hear me all the time and all that goodness, so. Alright, cool. My frame rates are dropping. I think I've got everything down here. I hope so. There's one thing I hate about doing like speed runs and stuff like 100%. It's like if you miss something, it's like no. I've been a little bit glitchy here and there, but that's alright. Shoot, I messed up. There we go. The background music I never hear in your streams is Metroid 2. Yeah, that's because there's not really a whole lot of music to the game anyway. There's not really a whole lot to it. There's not really that much music to Metroid 2. Just the main area, and when you get to like the later levels. Otherwise, there's not really a whole lot. But that's just good to know that I need to turn up the volume a little bit more. I said tomorrow we're going to be doing the OG. Speaking of Metroid, we're going to be doing the OG Metroid tomorrow. Yeah, I was dropping some frames there for a bit. Something must be wrong with Twitch. Probably gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to probably change my my server again, because I noticed like once I get the You want the Chozo poems? Oh man, I gotta find those things. My goodness. And you want the Metroid hat. Well, I gotta find the Chozo poems. I have to. I'll owe you. I'll owe you the Metroid poems tomorrow. There, Alex. I have to go looking for those. The Chozo poems are basically. I have to find them. There's 4 of them. I know for sure. I completely forgot that was a redemption. You reminded me. Oh wait, whoops, no, don't go there yet. What's wrong with my stream here? I apologize for the glitchiness. It looks like my my connection to Twitch isn't the greatest right now. So I do apologize. We will get through this. We're only going to be probably about another 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Ah, what the heck? Hit my head. I completely lost connection to Twitch. Well, it's either one of two things. It's either going to be Comcast is updating their servers and stuff, or it's Twitch. So I do apologize. I've been on this server for like a very long time, so maybe it's about time I switched it out. That's weird because it's like I was doing just fine. Oh well. I'm just like consistently in the red, so I do apologize, you guys. Hopefully it'll fix itself. Usually when I have this problem, it's usually lasts for like about a few minutes or something, and then it comes back. It lasts for like a little bit of time, and then it comes back. So I do apologize. Ow. Yeah, I know it's going in and out. I'm looking at my frame, the bit rate for my thing, and I may just have to end this because it's not getting any better. It's like right now, it's just like the whole bottom is just like I'm seeing nothing but like my frame rate has gone from like I saw the dips, and then now it's like it's just consistently going from green to red and stuff, but it looks like I need to probably change servers after today. Doesn't look like it's gonna get much better. I'll hear it out for now. I'll play it out because I'm already over halfway through the game. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do it. Oops. I don't want health. Give me something else. I mean, it could be my internet, but it's not likely. Come on. Get it together there, Twitch. Stay in the green. Oh, I had it. Twice. I had it, but it's just, sometimes this stupid thing does not want to jump. Why is it not jumping? Arg! Why is she not jumping? And then finally she does, and then she doesn't go into the morph ball like I told her to. And then no, that one she didn't go into the morph ball. There we go. Cripe. Wasted way too much time there. Hey, what's up, Sith? How you doing? Welcome. Whoopsie. I want to go this way. Yeah, sorry if, again, I apologize for the glitchiness. So it looks like my connection to Twitch is not the greatest right now. So, but I'm not going to quit my run. I'm just going to keep it going. Yeah, as I said, I don't know what the lag is right now. Oops, I missed my missile tank. I'm distracted now. It's not going to be a good run. I would have completely missed that spot I just went through. Yeah, it's a tough jump to get that energy tank. Come on. I said, again, I apologize for the glitchiness. It's not my fault. I'm gonna have to change servers, most likely, on my next stream. So I've been on this one for a while, and sometimes, I don't know, it's just after they get old or something. Whoops, I'm not even doing this right. There we go. Create a quick rewind feature, yeah. I said I did a really good first run though. It was under 52 minutes, so I was happy with that one. This one I don't think is gonna be as good. I'm making too many mistakes. It's like it goes good for a while and then it just says like, nope, I'm not gonna work now. It's like a constant like mix of like, yes, it wants to work and no it doesn't. If you want to check out the old full run, you can go watch it, the other one earlier, but I'm not gonna quit at this point because I'm already almost done with this. Probably about another 15-20 minutes I'll be done with this game. I'm just gonna go ahead and wing it. That run on my arcade machine, yeah, I know. I still think about that because I was right at the end of the game and then I pressed the start and select button at the same time and I reset the game. I was like, no. that was hilarious. I was like, no, I was right there. The problem with the RetroPie. The problem with the Pi is that you gotta make sure that playing Metroid on the Pi, it's like I have to readjust the controls because it's really tough to do that. Just do me a favor, Alex. Send me a message though. Tomorrow, and I'll get so I can locate those Chozo poems, and I'll do those first thing. Send me a message like later today or something, and just remind me for the poems, because I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget those. Let me down. Why are my missiles not armed? Oh, whatever. I want to finish this off. We're almost... Oh, gosh, really? Get me out of there. That's the one that can always kind of mess you up right there, is that one in particular. Okay, why is she not making this jump? Like, she hovers over a little bit every time, and yet this time it took me like 3 times to do it. Whatever. Again, I do apologize for the glitchiness, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the run. It's going, but it's very glitchy. I have it on my phone. I mean, looking at the stream on my phone that's sitting right next to me, it's like it's not actually being very glitchy, which is really weird because I can see my bitrate is just like going like this. Hey, Cindy. Hello. I miss you guys. And so I'll be back next year sometime, hopefully around the same time. I don't want to get around where it's summer, where it's going to be like blazing hot. May was like perfect. Middle of May was like perfect weather. I said, aside from getting stuck in Dallas for 14 hours, I was actually pretty good. It was a really fun trip. Got to meet this guy right here on my shirt, Mr. Bruce Odyssey. And his and Brooker's Pot of Coffee podcast. You know, I think honestly it was awesome. Lucky misses me. Yeah, I miss that big kitty. I miss that kitty. That kitty was really cute. I mean, it almost is like when I said the last day that I was there, Lucky just like stood on my chest and just was like, "This is mine." It was so cute. It's like it just got up on the bed with me and just like, you know, just like stood on me like, "This thing is mine. This one's mine." Whoops. It was so adorable. I love that kitty. We actually have there's a cat at work that comes and hangs out with us. At the end of the day, we have to lock the gates, and we have to lock the gates, and there's a cat there's a trailer that's kind of like nearby. And it has a cat, and it just comes around like right. It just comes and hangs out with us. It wants attention. Oh, bugger. Really? Hey, come on, knock it off. And it just wants attention. You know, it doesn't want food. It just wants attention. It's so cute, and it has beautiful eyes too. It's kind of a like a little thinner cat. And I don't know if it's because they live in a trailer. It doesn't get as much food. My wall jumping on this run is just horrible. But anyway. Cats choose their humans. Yeah, it's a cute kitty. And even my coworker goes out to me to lock the gates and stuff. He's just like, "Man, that thing likes you." I'm like, "No, it's just being friendly," because I said it was pretty friendly to him too. And I'm just like, "No, you just gotta be good to it." I said the cat will just come to you. You just gotta. I mean, it was brushing up against me. It was rubbing its head and everything. It was cute. Go. No, a bad person too. Yes, that is true. They can sense it. I love cats. I'm a huge cat person. I grew up with a cat, and my parents had. His name was Fuzzy, and he used to be out in my crib and stuff like that, and he would sleep with me. And even when I turned like all the way up through 6 and stuff like that, he would always come in the house, and he would always come right to me. Anyway, but he always felt comfortable falling asleep right around me. He and my dad both. He would never fall asleep, like go upstairs in like my parents' bedroom, whatever. My dad would always generally sleep on the couch and stuff, but yeah, the cat was just Fuzzy he was a good kitty. He was a fighter though. No, we don't have any pets in the house. My partner and I kind of agreed we didn't want another mess to clean up. we have hard enough time taking care of ourselves sometimes, and it's like, yeah, let's just not have an animal. Actually, the next door neighbors have cats. So we're pretty high. So I mean, we get if they have 3 cats or something, I think it is. So, but we're getting well. We're not gonna get a cat or an animal ourselves. Unless we're like retired, we probably will, because we'll have a lot more time to do it. But we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna get a pet. At least that's the plan. You know what? Maybe I might have the files. I have to find them though. Let me see if I can find them. I do have enough time to read them if I just have to find them. That's all. Oops. Yeah, I think my first run is going to be better than this one. Just fire up the burner. Trying to see if I can actually fire up the burner, fire up the grill. We making video games. Can't find that file. That's a terrible run. There we go. Yeah, 250, good. I was like, wait, I'm missing it. I gotta check something. Let me see if I can find it. Don't ever forget this is the last missile tank right up here, and I know there was one speed run I completely forgot to come down and get this. Freshly baked ROMs. Yeah, there you go. There's your remote. The baked baker. Now, if you guys ever want to see something really fun, really interesting, definitely watch Big Baker's streams, because he has a he does a lot of repair work and stuff like that for consoles, and that's one of the things that I kind of talked him into doing. Not just necessarily when he streams, not necessarily just always just doing video games, but maybe working on consoles. Because honestly, if it wasn't for him, I would never have gotten my other, well, not necessarily, but my Saturn and everything was all needed cleaned and all that stuff. He is an amazing person to watch and do his handiwork on the consoles. It is a lot of fun, and he doesn't hesitate. You know, it's like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'd be like, every time I'm gonna clean a console, it's gonna be like, there we go. Plan for tomorrow, fixing an NES. Oh, okay, sweet. Well, there you go. Oh, I think I may have found it. I gotta find it. I gotta see if this is the actual ROM. Or the Chozo stuff for you, Alex. So I have to, well, the thing is, I have a little bit of time, because when the credits are rolling and stuff, I'll have to, I can look for it there. being very generous with missiles, are they? Alright, let's go. I don't know if I'm going to be there for the stream very much, because I'm going to be at the convention tomorrow, but I will try to definitely make sure I stop by. That is a very risky part right there, because if you get a Metroid slatches onto you, it makes it almost impossible to get into that spot. This little shortcut that takes you right to the end of the game. I think I found the actual files that have the Chozo poems, Alex. I will see if I can get those done today. Really? Steps. Excuse me, coming through. Pardon me. Ah. Oh shoot, I had this ice beam on. Oops. Can't shoot them with missiles until they... What? Damn it. Get out of my way. Nope, I was gonna say, no, I think he got me, but nope, it was just short. Let's finish this. Let's get out of here. I think you redeemed 2 of them, Alex. I think there's 4 poems total, so choose 2 numbers from 1 to 4. Which ones you want to hear? Still hanging around. 1 and 4. Alright. And the funny thing is, like in Chozo, it's actually pronounced like the Metroid is actually pronounced Metroid. It's a TH sound instead of an actual T. It's actually pronounced Metroid in Chozo. It's not actually Metroid, it's Metroid. Ultimate Warrior. Translate into English as Ultimate Warrior. Alright, cool. Let me see if I can find them. Yes, here they are. I found them. Alright, cool. So while the credits are rolling, I'm going to go ahead and read them to you. I'm going to read them in Chozo, and then I'm going to read them in English, what the translation is. So you chose 1 and 4. 1 is actually, I think, the longest one, and 4 is the actual shortest one. But anyway, this is called Levin. The Metroid. Anyway. Let's see if I can remember how to read these things. I haven't read Chozo in a little while, but anyway. Anna Harbor, Unalani Dosh Bura Lavin, Hem, Bura Sen Ulu Ili Akon. Hang on, let me blow this up a little bit. Mir Anna Harbor, Mug Ada. Ninu Sen Ulu Ili Lavin Mir Ninu Armar Mugi. Es Ninu Harbor Hundari Maradan. Ili Bernia Mar Ulu Udora Henki Gal Es Hum. Maruhama Bar M Sabak. Ninu Mugi Be Sarian Aros Ish Ili A Mur Hanarai. Ada Kruni Ulu Segura Ili Garma Ol Dara. Hem Harbari Dosh Themi Gal Hol. Hem Horak Eda Anaman. Bim Ana Banta Dush. Unalan Dush Bi Tribun Tar Mir Kuma Amar Mugi. Chanin Ish Es Ulu Adora Sen. Eboros Anaguran Dosh Balu Dush Bulan B. Dura Banta Tostek Dosh Buran Lavin. Saka Ashka. Anaman Ban Les Mahan Mir. Yep, that was definitely not as good as a run. Translate into English. I have returned to this place, and this is not the first time that I have been here. It is not the place that it once was. Now it has become ruin. The waters are no longer quiet, for now they are always infected and dangerous. It was a home then, but the ones that lived here could not tolerate the danger anymore and had to leave forever. And yet here I am as I try to return to the glimpse of that which was once before, but now no longer is. Somehow I continue to want to bring a greater purpose to this place, even if I am foolish in thinking that. That is called Levin. And he chose the second one, was number 4. By Henki Lavin Dush Elar, written by Metroid 95. By Henki Lavin Dush Elar. Anna Nakoran Tirbon. Nuls Anaman. Bama Baltanat. Anamahar Asana. Anaman Bash Dosh Bahir Bahi Elar. Translation: a quiet place to rest I alone seek. Within I am already back with my tribe. I am ready to truly rest. Thank you so much for that Chozo poem redemption. Those are your 2 poems there, Alex. Thank you so much for that. But that is going to wrap it up for me today. I'm going to see if there's anybody. Nope, I have nobody's on my list that's on right now. Anyway, but that is going to wrap it up for me today. Just a reminder, folks, to please hit the About section of the page. You can check out the Instagram, Discord, Facebook, which also has the Sector 1FG group page, as well as the merchandise store, and also don't forget that we also have a YouTube page where I archive all of my streams over to there, and yeah, so make sure you do subscribe over there so you don't miss any of the action. I also do random recordings as well. So, but anyway, but that is it for me today. So I'll be back again tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go get ready to take off here, get a little bit of food, and go hang out with my watch. And I'm gonna go hang out with my buddies, get some breakfast with them, and yeah. That's what I got before I head over to California Extreme. If anybody that's in the Santa Clara or San Francisco Bay Area and you like arcade expos, arcade and pinball games, there is an expo at the Santa Clara Convention Center that is called California Extreme, as I said, and on my way. I am going to be there today and tomorrow, so if you're going to be there, make sure you do reach out to me. Message the page and let me know where you're at, and I'll come so we can come say hello and greet each other. But other than that, anyway, that is it for me today. So until next time, everybody, as always, please take care of yourselves and one another, and I will be back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern for some just OG Metroid. So on behalf of Little Squishy here, we have Little Shop of Horrors, Squiggly, and Talon, our little baby Metroids. As we say in Chozo, Tribanata Mushnu Dakin. See you next mission. Have a great day, everybody!